Tension in Manipur after man killed by armed miscreants. Man allegedly beheaded by armed miscreants. Deceased identified as Soibam Sarat Kumar Singh. Troubles brew in the northeastern state after a series of unsettling events in Jiribam district. Tension escalated in Manipur Jiribam district following the alleged killing of a 59-year-old man by suspected armed militants. Amidst the prevailing tense situation in the northeastern state, a man was allegedly beheaded by armed miscreants in Jiribam on June 6. The family raised the alarm after Soibam Sarat Kumar Singh, the victim, did not return home from his farm. Subsequently, his body was discovered. It bore injuries inflicted by sharp weapons. Soibam Sarat Kumar Singh went missing while he was returning from his farm, adding the body had wounds inflicted by a sharp object. The incident occurred around 5 p.m. when Sarat Kumar returned from his son's farm at Laisha Beat Hall. Irate locals retaliate, said a place abandoned house. Locals demonstrate protest in front of Jiribam police station. Protesters demand guns to protect themselves. Villagers fled home, taking shelter at nearby primary school. Following the incident, angry residents took to the street, setting an abandoned building ablaze in the protest. Locals also staged a protest in front of Jiribam police station, demanding that their licensed firearms taken from them to be returned after the completion of the polls. Villagers who fled their homes took shelter at a nearby primary school. Section 144 imposed to maintain peace, tranquility, prohibition of assemblies movement, ban on weapons. District-level officers instructed to keep close vigil amid rising concern over potential disturbances and threat to public tranquility in Jiribam. The district magistrate Jiribam Krishna Kumar has imposed Section 144 of the Code of Criminal Procedure 1973. Movement of individuals outside their residence within the revenue jurisdiction of Jiribam district is restricted. However, the order does not apply to government agencies, functionaries and security forces involved in law enforcement and essential services. The district magistrate has ordered all district-level officers of Jiribam district to keep vigil and safeguard respective government officers' properties to avoid any losses of important government properties and documents. Police says Sarat Kumar was detained by unknown miscreants. Police did not confirm the identity or affiliation of suspects. Motive behind the killing and identity of the assailants remain unknown. According to police, Sarat Kumar was allegedly detained by unknown miscreants near Khasi Punji on his way home. His family immediately reported the incident to Jiribam District Police, prompting a joint search operation in the area. During the search, Sarat Kumar's beheaded body was found near Mulargaon, about 12 kilometers north of Jiribam police station. The motive behind the killing and the identity of the assailants remain unknown. Police have registered a case and launched an investigation. Police did not confirm the identity or affiliation of the suspect. A year on, over 220 lives were claimed, uprooted over 50,000 people. Number of FIRs brought down from 11,000 to 3,000. 4,786 houses burned. 386 religious structures vandalized. Divisions still exist on the ground in the northeastern state. Sporadic violence continues despite heavy deployments of CSF army. The current unrest in Manipur is rooted in long-standing ethnic tension that have persisted for many years. The origins of this tension can be traced back several decades. Since May 3 last year, Manipur has been split by ethnic clashes between the Meitei community, which is in majority in the Imphal Valley, and the tribal Kuki-Zo community, which are dominant in a few hill districts. The violence has claimed over 220 lives and uprooted over 50,000 people. Earlier figures also mentioned over 1,000 injured and 32 missing. 4,786 houses were burnt and 386 religious structures were vandalized, including temples and churches. Unofficial figures are higher. Divisions still exist on the ground and people from one community are not allowed to enter an area where those from the other community are in a majority. Despite heavy deployment of central security forces and the army, sporadic violence continues thanks to nearly 4,000 arms looted from state armors, which are still in the hands of the civilians. A year after ethnic violence erupted in Manipur, the clean-up of records has brought down the total number of violence-related first information reports from over 11,000 to around 3,000. In the past year, Modi made 0 visits to Manipur. Modi not paid even a single visit to the crisis-ridden state. PM made 162 trips to various states and 14 states abroad. Opposition questioned PM Modi's absence from Manipur. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi visited the state last year. Amit Shah visits state ahead of elections sparked row. The sensitive border state of Manipur completed 1 year of violence on May 3. During this period, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has not paid even a single visit to the crisis-ridden state, but has had the time to make 162 official and non-official visits to various other states in the country. PM Modi also made 14 officials visit abroad during this period when Manipur has been burning, leading to death of more than 230 persons and leaving more than 60,000 people homeless. The state was ruled by the Bharatiya Janata Party and the Chief Minister N. Biren Singh has continued in his post with no action taken against him or any other ministers. However, Union Home Minister Amit Shah visited the state just ahead of the Lok Sabha election. The opposition parties have questioned PM Modi's absence from Manipur. Congress leader Rahul Gandhi visited the state last year when it was engulfed by violence and started his Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra this year from Manipur as well. BJP gets befitting reply from Manipur people in Lok Sabha polls 2024. Congress backs both Lok Sabha seats in violence-hit Manipur. Did violence cost BJP Lok Sabha polls in Manipur? Did Rahul Gandhi's Bharat Jodo Nyaya Yatra make Congress win? Did taking Manipur people for granted make the BJP lose the seats? Lack of interest, empathy and sincerity from the top leaders of BJP towards the stripped-torn northeastern state has compelled people to oust BJP from the seat. Hence, this time, the Congress won both the Lok Sabha seats, inner and outer Manipur, in violence-hit Manipur, defeating the BJP National People's Party and Naga People's Front alliance on June 4. A. Bimol Akoijam won in the inner Manipur constituency, while Alfred K.N. Arthur triumphed in the outer Manipur constituency. They defeated Thaunajam Basantakumar Singh and Kuchui Timothy Jimmick of the BJP, NPP and PF alliance. But what changes will the new government bring, and have the northeastern state engulfed in ethnic clash bring tranquility? Still remains a question. News Desk report, Any News.